Alright guys, it's your boy New Teddy Era, and I'll be coming at you today with a little tournament report. We had a little locals at my apartment today. We had probably about 16 people here. And first place got 40 bucks and green sleeves. So it was just for fun or whatever, and a lot of my friends did show up. I'm gonna just go into my matchups real quick. When it gets to like 5 minutes, just tell me about I'm at 5 minutes.
Yeah, alright.
Alright, first game, Photons. I faced Photons. I 2-0'd them. I won. Round 2, I faced Evil Swarms. I won again. 6 Samurais. I won again. I played Insectors. I won that. Gravekeepers. That was actually my fiance. She beat me game 1, and I'm like, fuck, how am I going to get over this? Because Necro Rally hurts my deck. But I beat her with a tough game 3. I beat her with a card. I'll tell you what it is when I get to it on the deck profile. Then I faced my cousin. He was playing Worms. We was in the top 4 at that point. I'm undefeated at that point. I'm 5-0. So I'm going into top 4. And I faced my little cousin, and he plays Worms, so I beat him. So at that point, I'm 6-0, and I'm going into top 2. I'm going to the finals, and I faced Chris, Evil Swarms, and I beat him. I 2-0'd him actually because he just drew bad, and I was just pushing it. My push was too much, so I won. As you can see, I got the green sleeves. And I got the money. It's over there. So yeah, let's just get into the deck profile real quick. The extra deck is not done. I took out some stuff, but I didn't go into them. So I'll just go. I just cut it down to what I actually went into. So, all right, here it goes. We have 3 Kaists. Okay, with this. This card actually was good, but it wasn't great. The card that I'm going to say next won me so many games, which was Ryza. And yes, his alternate art, I colored on it. Ryza was a lot better than Caius for me this time. The only time I liked the Caius more was when I was facing Evil Swarms. With Monarchs, you want to pop the monster, not the back row really, because the monster is usually the issue, unless it's the warning, and then, it stops your push. But Ryza was a lot better for me. I added so many stuff. Like, he had 1 back row and no monsters. I made him return his MST, and he showed that he was like his MST. And he showed me it, no cards in hand, and I just won. And that was actually against against Photons. He was like MST, and I was like, okay. So I put it on top of the deck. I poked for 24. He drew his MST. I got my frog back, attacked for 24. And his next card was actually another MST. So he was just hurting from there. Then I run the 2 lads. I did take out 1. I had 3 at one point. But I was seeing it too much. And I top decked it so many times. And I don't really like that. But this card is good. Jinzo, because Jinzo's broken. I actually won 2 games with this guy. I actually won against Gravekeepers and 6 Samurais, I think it was. He set a Magatama and something else, and he summoned some other things, and I attacked over, and I was like, what was your backward the whole time? He had a Magatama and magic cylinders. So I was like, okay, win. And then 1 Dark Dust. I went to him like 4 or 5 times. When I went to him, everybody was like, okay, now you destroyed my 2 monsters for that 1. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's fine. Every time I did that, I had a Battle Fader. So it was crazy. 3 Treeborn. I know people say, oh, Treeborn is kind of, you don't need 3. I run it at 3 because of consistency. I need to see it more. And I rather see it, really, I would just run Treeborn instead of the other stuff that I'm about to show. 3 swap, 1 Rodent Totem. All you need is 1. If you actually get the effect to special him and get this and do all the shenanigans, then it's good. But I like to make this guy live a lot, so.
You passed 5 minutes.
I passed 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Well, I'm already on the deck profile.
On the deck profile.
Yeah. Alright, 3 faders. Fader. Too good. I know you guys are going to probably be like, why is this? 3 Maxi. Maxi is more, to me, is more versatile, even though it could go for a 1-for-1, which is fine. Or, like, if they summon Rabbit, just Maxi. Because they're going to automatically give you three cards. And that's, you win, really. Because this deck has so many hand traps. So, you know, you just win from there. So, if one time somebody battle faded, right, I battle faded, he, solemn warning, and I'm like, okay, you lose. He only had 19, and he didn't realize that, so it was GG from there. Like, you lost. And this card, I liked it, and I like drawing it, and I like seeing it, because at any moment, my opponent can go off. And sadly, I was going to run Mermails for this little tournament, but I was like, you know what, let's have fun with it, you know. So, 3 Maxis, because it's Maxi. 2 Trags, MVP. 1 point, I had him at 54? No, 40. I had him at 45. 45, I had him, and he summoned, I think, against 6 Samurais. He summoned Elder, and I was like, alright, cool. He he Kageki'd to get off. I was like, Veiler, and he was like, he was sad. Then he was going to overlay, he was like, you know what, I have a better chance of doing that. He poked for the 45, I mean for the 4, and then I was like, track. He was like, really? He was sad, and then he was at 45 because I maxed a play before or something like that. But he was at 45, too fucking strong. 2 Veilers because it's good. The reason I don't run 3 is because I don't want it to make it a 41 card deck. So, and 1 Gores for the horse. Gores, I was losing against Evil Swarms game 2, and he attacked with Thunderbird, and he was like, oh, he don't have Gores. I'm like, okay. And he was about to take the next monster out. I was like, Gores. And he was like, what? I was like, yeah. And I tribute, and it was just game. Soul Exchange. I actually don't like this card as much, but it's needed, and I can just go off with it. Plain and simple. 3 Econ. 3 enemy controller. This card was my second best card in the deck. After Treeborn came back, I activate this. Take their tribute, my Treeborn. Take their monster. Tribute the monster for a Caius or something like that. And they were hurting because I took their monster and popped the back row if I wanted to or something like that. 2 pots. Pot is just too good. It lets you get your combo pieces. And then the trilogy, the big 3, and Foolish Burial. A lot of people don't like it, but like I said, this is like a little turbo build because I'm trying to get this guy to grave. Once you get this guy to grave, you could already say that you won. So the sooner you do that, the sooner you win. Alright, it's a 40 card deck, so let's just get right into the extra. 2 Slacker Magicians. Against my top 2, my final match, I made this and sat on him for like 2 turns, and he couldn't get over it. He couldn't draw the monster to save his life over 21, so Slacker is good. Gachi won me so many games. Daigusto, it was funny because I made him, had Ryza on board, and attack for 48 and 15 for game. And he was like, what? It could target other wind monsters? Yes, not just itself. Then Strike Bouncer, because it's Bouncer and it's good. Insector Beetle, Force Focus, and Gaia Charger. I didn't make this once, but it was there just in case, and it's a good card. Now, Synchros, Black Rose, that, and my token. And that's the deck profile, guys. I came in first place. 1 green sleeves, these lime green sleeves, and $40. So, cool day, right? Alright, guys. It's your boy, New Teddy Era. Comment, like, subscribe, and tell me what you think, how I did. And tell me what you think about the deck profile of certain cards, and if you see something that I should change. But apparently it works. So, I win 7-0. Alright, guys. Peace.